So how do we stay celibate within our relationship? It's a decision that you have to, or that we've had to make early on, and it had to be communicated early on. I personally have been abstinent for, wow, it's going on 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. It's hard to believe it's been that long, but it's a decision that I made in my commitment to God, and I wanted to honor Him with my body, honor Him with who I was, and I wanted to be able to present something to my husband. I didn't make it, I wasn't able to present my virginity, but I wanted to still be restored and be able to present that to my husband on our wedding night. So that's the decision that I made. And when we first started dating, or first started dating, I made it clear. I was upfront in the beginning, because I tend to do that anyway, because I'm like, I don't want you to even waste your time. I don't want you to think that you're going to wear me down. And if that's your intentions, because a lot of dudes do that, they'll stick around thinking, okay, yeah, that's what she says. But after a couple months, or after a couple weeks, or after a couple days, we'll see if she's still talking the same thing. I dealt with that throughout school, and just, it is what it is. But not to say that we're perfect. I mean, we struggle the same as anybody else. There's always going to be temptation, but it's up to us to be able to care enough about one another, care enough about our relationship with our God, and to and just to stick to our commitment, I think. So how do we avoid
sex? How do we avoid sex? I don't have the same testimony, the 10-year thing. I have failed in my past situations. Actually, honestly, sex is a weakness of mine. And I actually heard my last pastor talked about how he used to sleep with a lot of women, and how to get over that, he had to make a decision. First to cut the woman off. He was dating around and messing with girls and using them, just for sex, and he wasn't committing to anybody and all that kind of stuff. So during that time, I was going through a similar situation. I was listening to him, and within his testimony, he was saying what he had to do was, first of all, repent to God and repent to the women that he used, and he had to, be by himself, and that's something that I had to do, and I did it, and it was rough, and my prayer was, Lord, this is my weakness, so I want you, I want to be married, I want to be in a relationship, and I want to be in a healthy relationship. And I said, the next person you send me, I want it to be, I don't want it to be easy to sleep with that person. And that's what he gave me, and I thank God for that. And I learned from the past, because I noticed a lot of Christians that I know, and situations I've been in, we play dumb and find ourselves in situations. The whole 12 o'clock, do you want to watch a blockbuster movie? And are you still awake? I'm a night person. You want to come over and all this kind of stuff? Or can we take a nap in the bedroom and all that kind of stuff? So from falling in that trap and failing in that area, I've learned just to be honest and upfront, like she said. And I told her, sex is a weakness of mine. And, I do want to be celibate, but that's an area that I'm weak in. And I told her my trigger area, the bedroom, and don't come over late, Friday nights and all that kind of stuff. And we've been doing good, so far. We're not perfect. And for those who have failed, it's not over. You can repent and get yourself together, and you can live celibate, after even falling. You know what I mean? So
I think that you have to be willing to work together, be honest about the situation, and truly be committed to God and committed to loving one another enough to maintain the purity of your relationship. Because I think that it would have taken us a whole nother route if we'd have messed up and slipped up.
Right.